Okay, listener name. Let's dive into something that's, well, a little unsettling. We're talking about scammers. And honestly, those articles you send over, kind of scary. They're getting really good at this.
It's true, and the thing is, it's gotten a lot more sophisticated. It's not just about tech anymore. It's really about psychology, how they hook us.
Yeah, like remember that article about those online quizzes?
Right.
The ones that tell you like which Game of Thrones character you are or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, those are everywhere.
And it turns out some of those are actually like designed to steal your data. Who would have thought?
Well, exactly. That's how they get you. You're thinking it's fun, harmless, but in the background, they're grabbing your info. It's like what you said earlier, we can't just be washing for shady emails
Yeah.
anymore.
So, okay, then what do we do? I mean, besides like swearing off the internet forever, which is tempting, honestly.
Well, for starters, you got to be skeptical, like way more skeptical. Anything that sounds too good to be true probably is.
Hmm.
Like those texts that say you won something or your bank needs you to verify something right this second.
Ugh, those drive me crazy. Speaking of those texts, that article you sent about smishing, that was a new one for me.
Yes, smishing, it's basically phishing, but through SMS, your text messages.
Hmm.
And it's getting really common, unfortunately.
Because who actually thinks about that being a way to get scammed?
Right. Right, and that's how they catch you off guard. But, okay, let's talk solutions, because it's not all doom and gloom. You actually highlighted something really smart in one of these articles talking about password managers. I have to admit, I used to think those were, like, for tech geniuses only, but...
Oh, no, not at all. They're for everyone.
Right. It's like, think of it as this. It's a bodyguard for all your passwords. And not just remembering them, but also making sure they're super strong, different for each site. Because, let's be honest, who can remember a million different complicated passwords?
I can barely remember my own name some days.
No, that's a really good point. And the other thing, two-factor authentication.
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
I mean, I know it's one more step, but it makes a huge difference.
Huge. For anyone who maybe haven't heard of that, it just means that when you log into a site, even if someone has your password, they still need a code from your phone usually.
Exactly, an extra layer of security.
Yeah.
And I know some people think, oh, I'm not important enough to get hacked or I don't have anything worth stealing.
Right, right. I'm just in listener's profession.
Exactly. But the truth is, every little bit of data adds up.
Yeah.
And you highlighted that study, even a small breach can snowball into like identity theft, financial problems.
Mm.
It's just not worth the risk.
Absolutely. So much better to be safe than sorry. But, okay, let's say despite our best efforts, someone does fall victim to this stuff. What then? What are the steps?
Okay, so first of all, don't panic. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
The key here is to act fast. Report it
Report it to, like,
to everyone, the police, the FTC, your bank, credit card company, if there were any suspicious transactions. And you highlighted some great resources in those articles. I think we should link those in the show notes too, because there are organizations that can help you through this whole process.
right, because it can feel so overwhelming, when it happens.
Absolutely. And you're not alone. A lot of people go through this. So take a breath, report it, and then start taking back control.
Exactly. So before we wrap up here, if there's one thing you want our listeners to remember from all of this, what would it be?
Honestly, stay curious. The internet changes every day, right? So just stay informed. Read articles like the ones you sent over. Be skeptical and just be smart about it. Your best defense is you.
Love it. Knowledge is power. All right, listener name. Stay safe out there.